What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Paranormal Rush Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Rush, and I've got some more ParanorMAIL for you guys today. But first, I want to tell you that I have emerged victorious over my my fourth age-restricted video. I am no longer restricted, so everybody feel free to go and watch it at your leisure. It's not as bad as they made it seem for a few days. I mean, it's really more annoying than anything else, and the fact that I can see that there's no other way to put it, that they're just wasting their time with stuff like this. That's the problem with things these days. Unnecessary stuff happening just all over the place. You guys know. I mean, it's not like you can't see it everywhere. And, I mean, there's stuff going on all the time that's just pointless. And it's wasting a lot of resources and whatever else is required to check it out. So, I don't know. I mean, things are that way, and they're just a little too much that way these days. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I got some cool paranormal for you guys, and this is Halloween week, so it's a cool week for me and stuff like this. I guess people that are into this stuff, it's a good week for us because there's all kinds of stuff going on with the I don't know, there's something about it. I mean, I think you guys can probably relate because you get this feeling like around Halloween, like there's something about Halloween where you really do feel like more of a spiritual energy in there. You know what I mean? If you can kind of catch my drift there. But, yeah, anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just crazy like that. I'm sure it's not just me, but maybe not as many people as I'm assuming. All right. Yeah, I liked this one. This is one of those different ones, man. All right. Dear Ryan, I am one of your subscribers and my name is Nicole. That is sweet of you to keep us anonymous, but I don't care. LOL. I wanted to tell you about something that happened to me in the woods when I was a little younger. I am 24 now, and this happened when I was about 15. My BFF and I went camping with her parents. We live in North Carolina, and there are lots of pretty places to camp here. And this particular place was not a campsite. There were trails around it, but it wasn't a normal designated campground or anything. They had a nice RV, so her dad would just find a place and park it. Well, we stayed the night with nothing out of the ordinary going on, and the next day we decided to go on a hike, me and my BFF. And we walked up a trail for a good long way. I have no sense of distances, so I'm not even going to try to tell you how far, LOL. Then saw a flat-looking area on the top of a small mountainside. We couldn't see it in great detail from where we were, but we could tell there was something up there. It kind of looked like a small homestead, though. Something about it just looked out of place, like not something you'd ever expect to see in the woods. My friend and I kept trying to see what was up there, but we knew there was no way without going up to it. It wasn't anything real scary or anything, but it was just weird to see. We walked closer to the hillside, which was very rocky. Around the corner of it, we saw a small path. It looked like someone had made it. We walked up the path to the flat part of the top. There was rock wall, which was more of the mountainside, behind the flat area, so it was blocked about halfway around. There was trees and bushes around one edge, and then it looked like a little handmade fence and garden. things planted in rows, and there was also a small shack up there. It had a roof, door, walls, but it was not quite as tall as I was, so whatever made it was small. We were up there for about a minute, and we heard noises coming from the shack. Then it sounded like an old woman talking in gibberish. And then the door opened, and there was this weird-looking goblin woman. That is the only thing I can call it. It was wearing a long dark robe that was tattered looking, with old frayed rope tied around the waist. The head was where the most skin was showing, and it was gray color with very thin white strands of hair. The face was wrinkly and smushy. It looked very old. It stood there and grabbed a big stick, then came at us. I didn't walk very good and sort of galloped at us. It didn't walk very good and sort of galloped at us like with both feet. It wasn't that fast, but it was mad. It was making those weird sounds and yelling a word in that gibberish as it moved at us. We got the heck out of there. This thing was so weird, and I still wonder what in the world it is. We have studied all the local folklore we could find, and there is nothing about this creature anywhere. I've never gone back and never heard of anyone else seeing it. It's something most people would probably walk right by and not ever notice. It is so freaky, though. Thanks for letting me share it with you and everybody. My best friend and I, yes, still the same one, and yes, we are obsessed with paranormal stuff since then. We'll watch you together sometimes. Thank you, Ryan. I hope you share this. Nicole. Man, that was a crazy story. I mean, for real, like seeing something like that. And the thing is about those types of encounters and stuff, I can't really deny anything like that because, I can't doubt people because I've seen crazy stuff in the woods. Like, I've lived in the woods literally all of my life, pretty much. Other than the times I've lived at the beach because I have a surfing addiction. But I still don't live that far from the beach now. What I'm saying is I have pretty much grown up in the woods, though. And most of my life has been spent there. And I didn't see anything really weird, like as a kid, really. But as time has gone on, and I've gotten older and started learning what's actually out there, it's like I've seen more and more of it. It's really strange. And I also think it's due to the actual level of activity picking up. Like, things are coming out more, they're not staying as hidden. And I really think that's a factor in why we're hearing about crazy stuff that used to be just like, even in paranormal terms, it used to be a taboo type of thing to talk about, in a sense. It was like for the real extreme, like, but now it's becoming a little more common and a little more accepted that there are things apart from the typical stuff that we hear about, like Sasquatches, Bigfoots, whatever, aliens, UFOs, the ghosts and stuff, normal stuff like that is, that used to be all you'd hear about, but now there is a lot of other weird stuff coming to the forefront of the paranormal. So it's just strange, and it's an interesting time that we're living in for this stuff, I think. And I think that's also why there's, been a big resurgence in interest. People are becoming more aware that there's something beyond the world that we see and feel. I think that's there's a certain awakening or a type of enlightenment coming, in general. And I do believe there's going to be another big shift in our paradigm, in our current one anyway. But most people's current one. I think mine will stay pretty much the same. All right. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate everybody watching, and I'm going to do another episode tomorrow. I've got a few saved up, and I'm going to do one like every day up until Halloween, I think. I'm going to try to anyway. So you guys keep checking back, and I'll be back with you guys very soon. If I'm not back with you tomorrow, it's because I'm having some mega problems. So if you don't see another video tomorrow, pray for me. All right. You guys are great. And please subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate all my new subscribers and viewers. And you guys have no idea how much it means to me that I'm actually appealing to some people. So, I really, really appreciate that. My camera froze up. That was strange. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, never know what's going to happen here at the PRH. All right, guys. Thanks. And I'll see you guys really soon. Take care and stay safe, everybody.